Welcome. This is my latest dollar bin diving. A little shout out to Comically Speaking out of North Reading, Massachusetts. I spent myself $60 for 60 comics. They had a huge dollar bin. I want to say it had to be at least 24 long boxes. So it took me a while to go through it all, and I went through it all. And this is what I pulled. This one was a gamble. It's worth nothing. But this was a nice little find. This was an autograph, Adam Kubert. Obviously out of 10,000, so it's only worth you can get $25 for it, but if you go on eBay right now, you can buy a similar autographed one that's also individually numbered to 10,000 for $10 plus shipping. This was nice. I found this one, put it aside, then found this one, put it aside, and then I found the other three. So I got all 4 issues of Lobo's back. So I just said, nice, I'll grab those. When the movie coming out, especially Supergirl. I think that's where he's going to be introduced first with Jason Momoa. This was nice. These are pretty close to each other in the bin. We got the first appearance of Doomsday. So can't go wrong for $1 for this book. And these are all, even though these are all like this, I mean, this was rare that it was bagged and boarded, but in most cases, everything was loose and they were still in very good shape. No really major spine ticks on this. Classic Jim Lee. This I just thought was interesting just because it's a nice cover photo. This is obviously a variant of issue number 57. I'm not sure what legacy number it is, but 2 copies of that. This was, again, I'm going to keep saying the word interesting several times. Same thing. I was looking, oh my God, Lobo. So I just grabbed them. There was 3 of them. This is like a eBay right now. Even though this is like a 2024 or 2025 book. This is how they do the indicatives on the backside sometimes, which it did. So this is, July 2024. This is like a year and a half old book. And these right now are going for $20, $25. And I got 3 of them for $1 each. Same thing, this one, I have no clue if this is worth anything, but it is a what if, and it is a variant, so I grabbed it. This is obviously Marvel Tales. The black costume, I'm not sure what issue this is reprinting, but I thought it was nice. Silver Sable. The only reason I got these was because, we'll pull her aside later. There was a reprint of her first appearance, and then I got the Chrome number 1, so I decided to get them just to be a nice little thing. This was cool because it actually has a Deadpool comic card in it. Terra number 1. This is it. Here we go. Okay. So I found that. I thought this was cool. I think this actually came from, if I'm not mistaken, this was from one of the Toy Biz or McFarlane action figures. Obviously second printing, but I thought it would be neat. So now I'll pack these up together and sell them as a group. This was another one. Not just, where is it? There we go. First appearance of Venom. The Venom story, actually. Not Venom, Spider-Man Venom, but the Venom storyline. This was in good shape. They were all in good shape except for the final part, which has some banged up spine ticks on it, but I got the complete run. This was great. That's just, $1 for that. That is just awesome. You just can't go wrong with Carnage. I think this was just because is 50 pairs up with it. And then we got the first appearance, and again, check that out. Multiple copies. Another nice little first appearance right there. I always like this one. I get this all the time when I find it. There are certain comic books that I get all the time. There's Green Lantern 53, which is the fridge issue, which obviously got a little bit more popularity because of Once Upon a Deadpool. I always pick up the 2 Nam issues. The one where the Vietnamese general is about to shoot the prisoner, which is like a classic Life magazine or National Geographic magazine or Time magazine. I'm not sure which one, but it was a Pulitzer Prize winning photo. So I always grab that issue because they do the perfect rendition of the cover. And this one, I just think it's hilarious because decides to be her dress. So it's a little bit perverted, and I just think it's funny, so I grab it all the time. I grab this because it's a nice square bound. Anytime I find a square bound book from the 70s or 80s that is in really great condition, I always grab them. This is, if you didn't know that, this is the first appearance of Hellboy. But it's issue 14. How can that possibly be? Well, this is why. Because he goes to an office, and before you even know who the heck Hellboy is, I'm trying to do this while holding the phone and flipping through pages, where am I? Yeah. Way in the background, there's a poster on the wall, and it's Hellboy, before Hellboy becomes introduced in the series. So this technically is not even a cameo, it's a micro cameo of Hellboy. These, I have no clue if they're worth anything. I just thought it was a nice little 3-issue run. Moon Knight and Punisher, and then Moon Knight and Doctor Doom. So I thought that was nice. Can't go wrong with a gimmicky chromey cover, or a gimmicky die-cut cover, or another gimmicky chromey and die-cut together. That's like 2 in 1. And another gimmicky cover, but I thought this was cool. Fantastic Four. This is when he goes Nova and kills a whole bunch of people on the college campus because he's burst into flames. This, I could not believe. This is like when I first went into the dollar bin. These were the first 2 issues. I was like, holy crap. I have this graded. I have a 9.8 of this, and I think it's awesome. And this is, again, pairing the consecutive issues. Can't go wrong with Doctor Doom. And I just thought they were great. And again, these are 1983 and kicking around on the dollar bin. And look at those spines. They look great. They look fantastic. These are just newer Spider-Man, so I just grabbed them because I thought this was a good variant cover. Judgment Day Free Comic Book Day. That was good. Never even knew this one existed, but I grabbed it anyway. They're worth a few bucks. Any Star comic books, the oddball ones that you never even heard of, I always grab them because they're worth more than a dollar bin price. This, I can't remember why I got this one. It's not an Adam Hughes. It's not a anything cover. It's just, I forget what this was, but I had it on my I guess wish list on I'm having a brain fart. The app, the comic book app, Key Collector. So I had this on my Key Collector wish list. I don't know why, so I'm gonna have to read this and find out why I had it. And speaking of Adam, here we go. Adam Hughes right here. Can't go wrong. 4. Do I get 5 of these or 4 of them? I do. I got 5 copies, 6 copies of Black Cat, #2, Adam Hughes, boobs. Again, just modern Spider-Mans. I had to grab these. And older Spider-Man had to be. This is another one. This one is a little bit beat up, but it's still great. First Lady Deathstroke. And what's funny about this, it's such a tiny, minute. This is where I really do not understand how they come across with cameos, first appearances. This is considered a first appearance. When, if I can get to it, that's it. Hey, he mentions her name where it says, hey, Lady Deathstroke or something like that. And then, oh, that's it. And then you flip the next page. And we're done. That's it. So 1 panel. And this is her first appearance. And then we have these long continuing arguments about Wolverine and Incredible Hulk. Nice square bound book. 1 shot. Thought it was cool. And these I got somewhere else. I forgot what these. These were not part of. These were actually at a local bookstore, and I was sort of pissed off about this one because I thought the hours were 10 o'clock. So I was waiting out in the parking lot for the store to open, and then when I go in, I find there's already a whole bunch of people in it, and some guy already ripped through. This was like the first day of the local bookstore having comics, and some guy already ripped through them all and took everything. But I thought this was neat. And then again, Lobo again, and Evil Ernie. So these ones don't count towards the 60. This is it right here, $60. I think I did pretty darn well. What do you think? Like and subscribe, comments, do everything, and I will continue to make more videos. Peace.